Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you for joining the Tuesday Ponder broadcast. So grateful to each and every one of you for tuning in to the channel. I am Robert Tate, your host. And as you know, I love each and every one of you, and I am so appreciative to you. We recognize that there's a storm out. There's a storm out. There's been some level of fear in the city. But from everything that I can see, from everything that I can tell right now, we're still here. We're still safe. We're still secure. And I'm grateful to God on behalf of each and every one of you. Just wanted to let you know that I care about you. I think about you often. And the goal is to continue to keep each and every one of you covered, including my family. I appreciate you guys. And I'm grateful to each and every one of you for your support. It means so much. Thank you so much. God, thank you for your people. God, it is raining. The wind is whipping. Some level of fear has been high. But we remember how consistently over the years you stepped up and calmed the storm. Sometimes not physical storms, God, but sometimes mental storms that begin to rage in our minds and in our bodies. You often step up to calm those storms, God, when we need you most. And as the songwriter said, if we ever needed you, God, we need you now. Come into our minds, come into our hearts. Fill us with your love, fill us with your compassion. Fill us with your peace, fill us with your joy. Fill us with your long suffering. Continue to just fill us up. Some of our cups have run empty through mourning, through giving, through sacrificing, through frustration, through doubt. Some of our cups are running thin. But I pray for a refreshing and a refilling on this evening. God, fill our cups till they run over. The desire is for our cups to run over, God, but not so we can become selfish, but so we can be good stewards over all the provision you provide to us, assisting one another in love and in unity. Because there's an understanding that we are so much better when we unify. And things move when we unify. And the desire is to be unified, God. I thank you for all those individuals who've touched my life in some way. Those who've donated to the channel. Those who prayed for me. Those who left comments. Those who said kind words. Those who send messages. Thank you for your people. Because it's something to be a prayer warrior and an intercessor, God. You find times when you can pray for everybody else, God, but you can't pray for yourself. We get tired. But I understand that your strength shows up in my weakness. So I thank you, God, for putting it on our hearts to come to you week after week, laying it all on the line, not being ashamed of who you are and what you've done for us, for the way that you move in our lives, for the way that you lift us up and pick us up when we fall down and when we stumble. Thank you for being in our lives. Thank you for being so secure. Thank you for being so comforting. Thank you for being so understanding, and thank you for the gift of forgiveness that you consistently give to your people. We are enamored with you. We are in love with you. We are grateful to you for all the things that you do. And I just want to say thank you on this evening for continuing to cover us during the storms of our lives. The storms of our relationships, the storms of our finances, the storms of adolescence, the storms of maturation, the storms of education, the storms of employment, the storms of business, the storms of congregations, the storms of laity, the storms of leadership. Thank you for your storms. So you said, count it all joy. Yeah. When you fall into diverse temptations, understanding this or recognizing this, that the testing of your faith produces patience and or produces perseverance. And we desire to persevere. Even when it gets difficult, even when it gets tough, we desire to persevere and to go through and come out on the other side with smiles on our faces and with stories and with testimonies to pull others through. We desire to be overcomers, so we too can be included in that great cloud of witnesses. That is our desire, to be agents for change, letting people know who you are and how good you are and about all the things that you've done for each and every one of us on a daily basis, because we love you. And we thank you for first loving us. That's a powerful thing. You first loved us. You look past all of our faults and all of our indiscretions and all of our past misdeeds. You look past it all and thought enough of us to wash us clean as the driven snow. You loved us enough to breathe the breath of life into our bodies one more time. You loved us enough to bless us with the activities of our limbs. You loved us enough to wake us in our right mind with our health and strength. You loved us enough to let us see our families one more time. You loved us enough to see our co-workers one more time. You loved us enough to allow us to enter prayer with you one more time. And I am grateful for all the things that you have done. Oh, yes. I'm grateful for all the victories that we have won, because we couldn't have done it without you. We couldn't have done it without your hand. We couldn't have done it without your strength. We couldn't have done it without your care. We couldn't have done it. And we are humble enough to recognize and to admit it. But there's nobody greater. There's nobody greater than you, because you consistently prove yourself in our lives each and every day. And it is an honor to serve you. It is an honor to worship you. It is an honor to be connected to you. It is a true honor to be in fellowship with like-minded people. And I thank you for the opportunity. All of the opportunities that you give, I thank you for them. Not taking any for granted. I thank you for the opportunities to lift up another, to inspire another, to motivate another, to pray for another, to intercede on behalf of another. I thank you for it. I thank you for it. I thank you for the beauty of being faithful over few. I thank you for it. I thank you for it, God. Praying for all of your people under the sound of my voice, those I work with, those I worship with, those I fellowship with, those I coach. Those I disagree with, I'm grateful to you for the opportunity to pray for your people. Even my enemies, God, bless them. Those who persecute us, God, bless them. Those who misuse us and mistreat us, God, bless them.